If you have a pet, you'll know that they are an important responsibility. As such, people will expect the owner to be caring and loving with them. Some people don't seem to meet our expectations, and it's often surprising that they were given pets in the first place. We aren't talking about perfection here, but some people are really bad. This incident happened in Tuty, Russia. Somebody noticed a dog hanging upside down from the edge of a balcony. There was an immediate risk that the dog could be hurt, and this would have ended badly. They saw people gathering and rushing to find a solution, which could have ended disastrously for the dog. They helped the dog out, but as soon as they realized it was only just a scratch compared to what she had to endure beforehand, the balcony situation was no accident. Rada, as she was later called, wanted to get out of the apartment. This is Rada, a poor emaciated dog who was left for dead in an apartment building. Nobody knows who saw her first, but somebody noticed a dog hanging out of a balcony in Tuty, Russia. But let's start from the beginning. On a day like any other, the passersby heard shrieking howls coming from an apartment building. As some tried to investigate where it was coming from, they saw a terrifying sight. A dog was hanging upside down out of the edge of a second-floor balcony. By the looks of it, Rada could have slipped at any moment, and it could have ended tragically. The locals quickly mobilized to help the dog out of a dangerous situation where she was hanging on for dear life. As time passed, more and more locals started gathering. At first, there were seemingly only children. The video itself was captured by one of them, but soon enough the adults came to help. Somebody provided a ladder and a man rescued Rada. All seemed well, but only for a moment. Everyone immediately noticed that something wasn't right about the way she looked. The rescue operation was successful, and at the time, nobody realized how extensive her damage was. Everyone was shocked at how poor the dog looked. Even children realized that she was in very bad shape. When Rada came down the ladder in the man's hands, people gasped. She didn't look healthy at all. Her ribs were easily visible, and even the naive children realized that she was starving and weak. This, of course, raised some questions about the owner, but at the time, Rada's health was more important than justice, and somebody rushed her to the vet. The dog was diagnosed with anemia, a blood condition where the blood has hemoglobin deficiency. While she was there, she got diagnosed with anemia, hemoglobin deficiency in the blood, which was probably caused by a long period of starvation or malnourishment. In addition to that, she was clearly exhausted, scared, and traumatized. But the good news was that she started getting treatment. Unfortunately, the nearby shelters were unwilling to take the dog, but another person has come forward with a claim that it was taken to the vet. The local animal shelters were less than hospitable to Rada and didn't want to take the poor dog under their wing. But as one door shuts, another one opens. Some good-willed volunteers and the Do Good Animal Protection Society managed to find her some food and a roof over her head. The people were curious about the situation and wanted to figure out what happened. Apparently, she was held prisoner by her alcoholic owner. As for the owner, well, the story is very complicated. Turns out he's well known to the police, and the officers were frequently called to the apartment. But things continued. The owner didn't care at all about the fines. Local volunteer Galina Ionina filed an additional police report for animal cruelty. The police had been called on the owner numerous times before because of his cruel behavior. He had to pay fines each time, but didn't care and continued with his behavior. The investigation revealed that the owner just heartlessly left the town and locked up a cat and a dog in an apartment, leaving them to die. And sadly, despite her pain, Rada was still more lucky than the cat. Russian reporters said that the cat didn't survive. Poor kitty. The people at Do Good Animal Protection Society took over the custody of the dog. Beggars can't be choosers, and even though it would have been nice if the cat survived, we can't ignore that at least one of them made it out of the prison. The dog is slowly but surely recovering, and the Do Good Animal Protection Society took over the custody of Rada. She's much safer now, and I hope she finds a forever home where she can feel loved and cared for. She's getting better day by day. Despite the tragic event, the dog is in safe hands now and on her way to recovery.